Hello, friends, and welcome into another Five-Footer Fridays. I cannot wait to have the conversation that we have arranged today because it's an introduction for me to a brand that I'm not that familiar with, but they have some beautiful putters. Happy to be joined by Alan Capistran from Evnroll. And Evnroll, you're out there on the left coast with all the other big boys, but Evnroll is making its mark in the putter space these days. So let's talk a bit about company history and ethos and what Evnroll is all about, Alan.
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, Evnroll is the development of Mr. Guerin Rife's designs. So he is the creator of Rife putters back in the 90s and 2000s. So you may be familiar with the two-bar putter and maybe some of his Island series. But his main claim to fame, other than making some beautiful putters, is he's the father of a grooved putter, basically. So he saw that when you do, mill a putter with grooves, it comes off a little bit softer, a little bit more muted, and that was the basis of his company. So creating that top spin roll a little quicker with some groove technology. Evnroll is again the development of that, and he added to that groove technology with a variable groove design, which is basically a V shape to that groove, and it works on three different levels. So it improves the top spin roll at impact. It gives you more forgiveness on off-center hits, and then it also improves the dispersion a bit on those off-center hits as well. So it's some pretty cool technology. It's all patented, and we mix that with some really beautiful designs.
I've been amazed over the years to see how the analytical, the measuring technology has changed to allow for even more intricate putter. I'd say designs, but it's really not designs as much as it is the interface, the actual where putter meets ball moment. What is special about Evnroll in that way? If we could look at it at 5,000 frames per second, which I know you guys do, what would we see that would really jump out at us?
Well, yeah, like you said, we use some really cool high-speed camera footage with not only humans but robots to test those off-center hits. And the patented Evnroll design, we call it sweet face technology. But basically, it's a V shape on that hitting surface, and the contact surface from putter to golf ball actually gets a bit thicker towards the heel and toe where you'd have a miss hit. And so basically how fast the ball comes off the face is consistent across that entire groove pattern. So we get a bit more forgiveness where we all might need it.
Before you and I connected, I cheated a little bit. I did unbox the two putters that were sent, took them out of the wrapper, took them out of the cellophane. I mean, you talk about the new car smell. These are fresh off the assembly line, and I hit a couple putts, and they are spectacular. I'm sitting here by myself in our sim studio, and I was talking out loud. It's just either a sign of some issues going on in my head, or that I was really blown away by what I felt just in the first couple of putts. So let's look at our first featured putter. We'll do another one next week. I am holding in my hands the ER2, and it is a beautiful blade. Why don't you walk us through what makes this so special?
Yeah, absolutely. So the ER2, we call it the mid blade, and you've actually got the Neo Classic. So this is brand new for 2024. It's got some interchangeable weights and a new insert technology, which I'll get to in a second. But the ER2, this is the newest version of our best seller of all time. So this, the original ER2 is just a milled piece of stainless steel. Again, that single bend design gives it just the right amount of toe hang for most players. Just the right amount of offset as well. And the newest version here, again, with the insert, this is an aluminum insert with like a polymer or TPU backing, which really gives it a nice sound and feel. And then it also displaces about 30 grams of weight into that heel and toe port in the sole, where we can use tungsten to customize that swing weight and really make it much more stable.
We as golfers, we certainly love the performance specs. We love to hear about the weight balancing and all of those different things that you just defined for us. We also like to kind of look cool.
Absolutely. And I would speak for Guerin on this. He is our chief designer, so he leads all that. He's very proud of this new logo. You know, the inspiration was almost like a 50s sports car type look. You know, it's fast, but it's also elegant. and it's just a very new take on, again, our bestseller of all time. This is about as stable as you can get a blade. Very forgiving, and obviously our patented sweep face tech.
Part of your job title is working with your tour services, right? So where would we see, or who might we see with Evnroll in their hands?
Great question. You know, we have limited support on the PGA Tour right now, but we do very well on the LPGA Tour. I've got a number of ladies that I work with. We had our first win on the LPGA Tour last year. We had some awesome success on the European LPGA Tour, as well as Solheim Cup last year, which is really exciting. Actually, the clinching putt of the Solheim Cup was hit with an Evnroll, so we were very excited about that.
Those are the moments that at the company headquarters you celebrate, right? You
Absolutely, yes,
you
very
print
excited.
that out and put it up on the wall.
Yes, we've got some pretty cool photos of most of our tour players that we've worked with over the years.
Well, these videos don't end until I make 5 in a row from 5 feet. So we're going to go do that now, and then we'll see you again next week as we talk about another putter from the Evnroll lineup. It's good to meet you, Alan. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We can save you some big money when you buy your next putter or other golf gear. Go online to mgltv.com/shop and be sure to use promo code MGL25. And don't forget, subscribe to the Michigan Golf Live YouTube channel. We'll see you next time on another edition of 5 Footer Fridays.